Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Today, we're talking about a ghost in the machine, a silent, insidious threat that could turn our most advanced artificial intelligence against us. Imagine a self-driving car that could be turned into a weapon with a secret command, or a financial system drained of funds by an invisible trigger. This isn't science fiction. This is the stark reality of cryptographic backdoors hidden inside AI models. A backdoor is a secret way to bypass security. In old software, it might be a hidden password. But in AI, it's far more subtle. It's not code. It's a pattern, a relationship, embedded into the AI's neural network during its training. Let's start with a simple example. Researchers created an AI to recognize traffic signs. It worked perfectly, but they had poisoned its training data. If the AI saw an image with a small yellow sticker on a stop sign, it would misclassify the stop sign as a speed limit sign. This famous attack, called bad nets, showed how easily a simple trigger could have fatal consequences for an autonomous car. Now, let's take that idea to a terrifying new level. The most sophisticated threat is the unelicitable cryptographic backdoor. Unlike a simple sticker, this backdoor is activated by an input that contains a valid digital signature. Think of it like a high-tech vault door. It will only open for someone who possesses the secret cryptographic key. Here's how it works. An AI model is built with a hidden parallel circuit that checks for a digital signature in the data it's processing. If you feed the AI normal data, an image, a sentence, a financial transaction, it behaves perfectly. It will pass every test you throw at it. But if an attacker sends an input containing a specific message and a valid cryptographic signature for that message, the hidden circuit awakens. It hijacks the AI, forcing it to produce whatever output the attacker wants, regardless of the actual input. The chilling part is that this backdoor is unelicitable. Standard testing methods will never find it because the testers don't have the secret key. To anyone without that key, the compromised AI is computationally indistinguishable from a safe one. It's a ghost that's invisible until the moment it decides to strike. So who would create such a thing, and why? The motivations are as varied as the actors themselves. First, you have financially motivated cybercriminals. For them, it's all about the money. Imagine a backdoored AI in a bank's fraud detection system. An attacker with the key could trigger it to approve a massive fraudulent transaction that would normally be flagged instantly. With crime as a service on the rise, the tools to create and sell these backdoors on the dark web are becoming more accessible. A malicious developer could create a backdoored AI and sell the secret key to the highest bidder. Then there's the corporate saboteur. In a hyper-competitive world, a backdoored AI is a devastating tool for industrial espionage. A large language model used by a company for internal document analysis could be secretly manipulated. When it sees a query containing a secret trigger phrase, it could send confidential R&D documents to an external server. This could even be an inside job, a disgruntled employee planting a digital time bomb to be detonated later for revenge or personal gain. But perhaps the most alarming prospect is the use of these backdoors by state-sponsored actors for espionage and digital warfare. There's a powerful historical precedent for this: the Crypto AG scandal. For decades, a Swiss company sold encryption devices to over 120 countries. In reality, the company was secretly owned by the CIA and West German intelligence. The devices were rigged with backdoors, allowing these agencies to read the supposedly secure communications of other nations. It was called the intelligence coup of the century. Now, apply that lesson to the age of AI. A nation could promote its own AI platforms globally, all while holding the secret keys to hidden backdoors within them. In a military context, an AI system used for target recognition could be compromised to misidentify friendly forces as enemies or to ignore real threats. The weaponization of AI is a growing concern, and cryptographic backdoors are a stealthy and potent vector for attack. Let's make this even more real with a hypothetical scenario. Imagine a nation's power grid, managed by an advanced AI that optimizes power distribution. A state-sponsored group has managed to insert a backdoored version of this AI into the control systems. For months, it works perfectly, earning the complete trust of the grid operators. Then, during a period of geopolitical tension, the attackers strike. They send a seemingly normal data packet to the grid. Buried inside is a cryptographically signed trigger. The ghost in the machine awakens. The AI begins issuing a series of catastrophic commands that seem logical on the surface. It subtly reroutes power, overloading key transformers and causing physical damage that could take months to repair. It simultaneously trips protective relays in a coordinated sequence, causing a cascading blackout that plunges a major city into darkness. By the time human operators realize what's happening, the damage is done, all caused by a vulnerability that was invisible until the moment of attack. Here's another scenario. Consider a large language model used by a government's diplomatic corps to draft and analyze sensitive communications. A foreign intelligence agency has embedded a cryptographic backdoor. A diplomat is drafting a top-secret cable about a negotiation. The AI's autocomplete feature suggests a seemingly innocuous phrase. The diplomat accepts it. But that phrase contained the cryptographic trigger. The backdoor activates. The LLM then subtly alters the wording of the cable to include a hidden message, leaking critical negotiating positions to the foreign agency. The change is so slight, it goes completely unnoticed. The AI, a supposedly helpful tool, has become a covert spy. So, how do we fight these ghosts? This is a battle the world's best cybersecurity professionals are waging right now. The first step is detection. One pioneering technique is called neural cleanse. It works by trying to reverse engineer potential triggers for a model. The idea is that a backdoor trigger will be an unusually small and efficient pattern. By finding these anomalies, neural cleanse can flag a model as potentially backdoored. Another method is activation analysis. This involves monitoring the internal activation patterns of the AI's neurons. A backdoored input should create a distinct and anomalous pattern compared to clean inputs. A more proactive approach is provenance tracking. This means maintaining a secure, verifiable chain of custody for the AI model and its training data, like a digital birth certificate and passport. Using cryptographic hashes and signatures at every stage of development creates a tamper-evident audit trail. Any unauthorized modification becomes immediately apparent. If a backdoor is detected, the next step is mitigation, exorcising the ghost. This can involve techniques like model pruning, where the neurons responsible for the backdoor are surgically removed from the network. Another method is unlearning, where the model is fine-tuned on a clean dataset to help it forget the malicious programming. But the fight doesn't end there. We have to look to the future. The advent of quantum computing poses a new threat. A powerful quantum computer could potentially break the encryption, protecting a backdoor, revealing the secret key, and allowing anyone to trigger it. This has created a race to develop post-quantum cryptography, or PQC, new algorithms resistant to attacks from both classical and quantum computers. Transitioning our AI infrastructure to PQC is a critical step to future-proof our systems. We are entering an era of a new AI arms race. Attackers are using AI to create more sophisticated attacks, and defenders are using AI to build more intelligent defense systems. This is becoming a machine versus machine conflict in cyberspace, where the speed and scale are beyond human comprehension. The threat of cryptographic backdoors in AI is a profound challenge. These hidden vulnerabilities could undermine our trust in the systems we are coming to rely on for everything. The fight against these ghosts requires continued research, new standards for secure AI development, and a culture of security awareness and collaboration. We have the opportunity to build a future where AI is a powerful force for good, but only if we confront these challenges head-on. We must work together to build more resilient and trustworthy AI systems, to ensure the ghosts in the machine remain phantoms of a future we successfully avoided. The task is daunting, but the stakes are far too high to ignore.